Scorpio. Welcome. Seems like you were very anxious to. No, let's call it curious. So, hi Scorpio, and then we'll see you now. Obviously. Scorpio, what's going to happen? We're going to have a look at the vibes for the month of June 2024. When I say month of June 2024, I mean the timestamp on YouTube. It can be literally whenever you stumble upon this video and want to watch it and find something for you in here. So this is about the time. What else, Scorpio? Yes, it is scientifically not possible that pieces of paper with pictures on them can predict future. What they can do is they can stimulate your imagination, and your imagination is what shapes your reality. If you like the reading and want to say thank you, there's a like button that you can click, you can subscribe, you can share the video, the channel, recommend it to somebody. There is a buy me a coffee link in the description, and if you don't feel like any of this, please do something nice in the world around. If you feel like you have a bad day, if you hate me, the video, the channel, the world in general, there's a dislike button, please let it out. Okay, we'll have a look at the general energy first. Then we'll have a look at the negative influences, on the positive influences, and a sneak peek on love and money. Let's begin. We'll have the Justice in reverse. We have this Four Swords. It looks like you're waiting something, like, you know, just waiting till something changes for the better. The Star. Oh boy, you're waiting, you're hoping, you're dreaming. I have the King of Swords in the reverse. This is kind of a little bit irrational belief, but who am I to judge? Yeah, it's more like you feel it, you know, you believe it not with your brain, but with your guts. Or any other body parts, honestly. Okay, so let's see what else do we have here. Let us see. What else do we have? Yeah, I really see that you like concentrated on what you want, what makes you feel good, rather than any injustices going on around you. Three of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you choose to ignore the bad stuff. The Hierophant in the reverse. Let's see what else. The Magician. Yeah, it kind of also you you also choose to ignore some sort of traditional obligations. Like, I have to do A, and then I have to do B, and then I have to do C, and then rinse and repeat. No, you just go and chill and think about stuff that you want to have. Please excuse the noise outside. Some people decide to procreate for whatever reason. And yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I don't think there is a necessity, at least you don't think there is a necessity for you to think about something. You feel like you have enough, you don't have to worry about money, stuff like this. It's not what your dreams and hopes are about. Justice in reverse. Also, your wish, your desire, whatever it is, can be a little bit selfish. And yeah, I also see like, I don't give a damn what other people think. I want it. End of story. So yeah, I also want some more quiet during my recordings. Alright, so yeah, I was about to get my Lenormand, as they apparently pronounce it in English. I never knew, now I do. And I'll stick with it because my French sucks. Okay. Let's just add another layer to this whole thing. Maybe we can see some details in case you don't know what it is you hope and wish for, which I seriously doubt. Well, sometimes you want something and right, you want it now but don't know what it is. So we have the child in the reverse and the dog. I think maybe this idea to not give a damn about bad stuff either comes from your own experience, or you have a very good devoted friend with enough of life experience who understands you very well and told you, like, just why don't you concentrate on something nice? For some reason, I don't know, I keep getting therapy vibes. Maybe I have a good therapist who recommended it. Doesn't have to be a friend, but at any rate, it's somebody there to take care of you. Might be also you if you have a good, like, balanced self-love. Okay, let's proceed. The key in the reverse and the main person in the reverse. Yeah, I think like this, taking a break and not giving a damn about any responsibilities. It's really like you lock the door and throw away the key. And just stay there and chill and concentrate on the stuff that you want. Cool. The coffin and the mice. Coffin and the mice. It might be that you are, I'm just trying because you know you have like this very very strong energy with two major arcana, like the Star and the Magician. So these things are rather small, and I was trying to see how they fit here. And it really is like whatever happens outside behind the door from which you threw away the key is like very insignificant for you right now, and you really either you threw away this key or you even buried this key. Buried. My English sucks too, apparently. Alright, let's see what we have here with the King of Swords in the reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. We have the Cross in the reverse and the main person again, the man, whatever. It looks to me like you know that you'll have to come back to the real world at some point. It's not over, but right now you're choosing to have this break and to take care of yourself and your priorities. The letter and the bouquet in the reverse. Maybe there was some aha moment or something like that where you realized why you have to do what you do now, why you needed this break, why you feel unhappy, what it is that you have to decide that you want. Might have been I don't think it was about you, it was about somebody else. And maybe it was about somebody else who didn't do what you do now and they are now unhappy, or maybe it's too late for them. So you decided that you have to do it right. Wow, that's good tip. Alright, let's have a look at the negative stuff for you this month. And when I say negative stuff, it doesn't mean that you have to take it and roll with it. You can just ignore it. If I weren't so lazy, I would probably even add some timestamps so people can just jump over to the good stuff. But on the other hand, you know, sometimes forward, forearms, stuff like that. So who knows? Let us have a quick look at the negative influences this month and see what they're all about. I mean, after all, you do choose to block the outside world Let's see what's in there that might be waiting to bite you in the ass. Right, we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse still. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, I think you are too dependent on your emotions and whether they are reciprocated or not, or whether there's a, not even reciprocated, but the feedback. Whenever you feel something, you need other people around you to feel it too. I have the Ten of Cups in the reverse and Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. It feels to me that you don't have enough feedback to your emotions right now, no matter good or bad. I mean, people acknowledge them, but they don't feel with you. And yeah, let's see what's more there. Let's add another layer to it. Looks to me either that you feel that other people are not cooperating with you as you want them to. On the other hand, I mean, you're also like isolating yourself. Maybe that was the one of the reasons why you decided. So like, you know what, I just go and figure out everything for myself and then meet you all. On the other hand, maybe you don't want to work on establishing this emotional connection with people around you. We shall see in a moment. Okay, Page of Swords in the reverse. I think you just, automatically, mindlessly, it's not like your strategy, it's your way of living until now that you just, here's an emotion, take it. That's how you do it. And you don't care if they take it or not, and people don't take it. No. I have the Hangman in the reverse. Yeah, it used to be different. Or rather, you used to see it different in a different way. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And it's really funny. It's like, and it's not even funny. You depend on it and you don't want to depend on it anymore. That's what I get. The Six of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, it feels to me like you're not doing enough, maybe because it's not going anywhere with it, or maybe you realize that you're not going anywhere. I'll summarize in the end because yeah, and Four of Swords, I think it's leading to this situation that we saw in the general read. So what it looks to me that up until now, and you still are in the midst of this situation, is that you are starting to rethink your emotional interaction with the world and people in this world around you, because you're not getting feedback enough. Like, you throw these emotions at them and nothing comes back. And you stopped working on figuring out why. Okay, let's add another layer here. The Ship and the Whip in the reverse. Maybe there was somebody special that you extended this emotion to and hoped it will get you somewhere, but it didn't. And it was like also they didn't give you any answer straight away. Maybe there was also miscommunication about this sort of things. Maybe they weren't curious enough about you. Maybe they didn't want to go that deep with this whole thing. The Kid in the reverse and the Anchor in the reverse. Yeah, it's time for you to stop seeing it the way you saw it before and move on and change things. Doesn't mean you have to change yourself, because it's honestly, I don't believe it's possible to change people, even if we're trying to change ourselves. But sometimes you can just fine-tune stuff. We have the bouquet in the reverse again, and the storks. Yeah. I'm coming back to the story with another person that either you knew, or maybe it's somebody famous, or anything, that something happened to them that really made you think, and you realize that this is the time in your life to finally let go and gain your independence again, and don't depend on this feedback that might or might not come from others. We have the dog and the letter. Maybe you discussed it with a friend, who then gave you the idea to take a break and concentrate. I don't think it is about a friend, this situation. I think you were talking maybe about somebody both of you know, like somebody from your acquaintances, or it looks to me like this situation. I'm seeing it in the past because it might have already happened, or it's happening right now, so it's already in progress. We have the mice again and the bear. Yeah, I think you decided that, you know, the small problems are not worth your while. Maybe you just dealt with them, or had somebody else deal with them, and you concentrated your strength and your energy and your time on figuring out stuff for yourself, writing this new chapter. Do I need any angel answers here? No, I don't think. It's pretty straightforward here. It's not really a bad stuff. I mean, it's transformative for you. Obviously, it had some response for you, and obviously it wasn't making you happy, but it's not like, you know, some catastrophe happens or something. It's like more the stuff that motivates you to learn, to develop, to grow stronger and better and whatnot. So now we're gonna see what we have in the good stuff area, and how to maybe amplify this good stuffiness in June and beyond, and whenever you see this video. I'm coming back to this energy. I kind of like it. It's like I'm doing me, I'm doing what I like, and I don't care what you think. I like it. I like it for you, Scorpio. Okay. Let me give it one more shuffle, and then we can have a look at the good stuff. We're having the strength. Yes, somebody is getting their strength and energy back. I have the Princess of Pentacles in the reverse. Also getting the feeling of, if it's working, don't touch it. So you're not, you do some soul searching, but you're not trying to fix stuff that is already working in your life. Very good decision. You're also not running around, like, you know, sometimes people need the feel to change something, and then they just run around and try out a million different things. It's not your case here. 10 of Cups in the reverse still. Okay, we'll have a closer look. King of Wands in the reverse, okay. And the Alchemist, which is Magician, in the reverse. Okay. Let me have a look at this other layer before we interpret it. Let's give it another shuffle. It really is like you realize you don't have to do much to be happy. Because magician, it's like they have this and they have that and they have that and they do stuff with it and everything, but it's not what you decide that's gonna make you happy. Maybe you decided that you have to go within to discover your happiness, and maybe you also put a little bit of a, how you call it, you know, just hit the brakes when it comes to emotions and impulses, and maybe stop chasing the ideal that you're not even sure this is still your ideal. Let us see. Page of Cups in the reverse. Ace of Wands in the upright. Yeah, it looks to me like very, oh my god, this is getting spiritual. 4 Wands in the reverse. King of Pentacles in the upright. And the Judgment in the upright. Okay, so now I see, you discover that it is an epiphany, it is a very spiritual moment, I have to say, for you. Like you discover, I wouldn't say like a meaning of life, but maybe you were chasing happiness in family or just love in general, and also maybe creativity, art, whatever it is, and you realize that it's all something that needs fixing, is not in chasing all this stuff, but in going within, staying there, grounding yourself, just understanding who you are, where you are, and working through some stuff. And it's really powerful, and I don't really have enough words. I'll throw in some Lenormand in a moment. Sorry, I just need a sip of a drink. It is very wise energy. It is also something like you might release an energy of somebody who decides to go to Tibet or something like that for a while, or decides to I'm not seeing any extravagant decisions like joining a cult or something like that, not like this, but I'm seeing somebody changing their life. Maybe it was, if it was a person like outgoing parties and something, they suddenly stop doing it, they just go and do yoga, something. Stuff like that is coming through. So we have the Key in the reverse and the Mountains. Yeah, the solution of your problems is not in solving the problems. That's what you realize. that it's not the time for you to solve the problems, it's the time for you to become stronger. That's very interesting. The anchor in the reverse and the flowers in the upright. Yes, and you are definitely moving on to something new and some enlightenment. And I see spiritual practices like yoga, meditation, something like that. I mean, I don't know anything about them, well, mostly, but it looks like this, like very, you know, with a focus on introspection and being one with the universe and stuff like that. We have the lady in the reverse and the star. Yes, your focus is not in the relationships now. You're definitely not looking for a relationship in any kind, not a family, not a hookup, nothing at all. I'm not going as far as to say that you're choosing to be celibate, but you do you. I mean, but it feels to me like you really don't invest in any thought and this sort of things. Being happy with other people. It's all about you being happy with yourself. The snake and the fish in the reverse. Yes, it's all about grounding yourself and not being there in the water. Allowing the water to carry you around. Normally the fish in upright is a positive card. It's like success and business and everything, but it looks to me like you already have material stuff enough for you, and you don't care if you get more or not. Okay, this is getting deep. Okay. The bear and the dog. And either you have, as I said, a very good friend or a person around you who are there to help you. Maybe you have like a spiritual guide, as in a guru, I don't know. But honestly, it might also be that you are the inspiration for yourself, and when you start digging, you hit this source of strength for yourself. Bear for strength here, that is giving you strength. So you yourself are giving you strength. It might be something that you remember from the past, maybe from past experiences, maybe some soul searching again, that gives you this realization. My Scorpio. What is it? I mean, I'm totally, I didn't expect it, something like that. So, but it's seriously cool, dude. All right, so I don't really feel like you might want to see it, but as promised, we'll have a couple of cards for love and a couple of cards for money. And I will deal the cards first and then I'll read them. So please bear with me. We'll throw in a animal spirit oracle for both. Tulips. And let me shuffle because I don't like cards jumping out. Okay. Then we'll have some light seers for love. Let's give it a shuffle. I'm sorry for the pause, but I really am speechless, so normally I would just babble about something while I'm shuffling, but honestly, Scorpio, I feel like I need to shut up. You might have friend zoned somebody. Or maybe a relationship just transformed into a friendship. Okay, so for love we'll have some romance angels to let us know what's good. Looks like there was a realization about your role in the relationship, if there was in the relationship, and you transmuted mutually this relationship into friendship rather than something romantic. Past life relationship, you have known each other before, and calling your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations have bring you together. It might be that this person came into your life for other reasons, or let's say for reasons other than love or romantic love. It's somebody who will always be there by your side as a friend, because there's this bond, there's this connection between you two. You're not going away from each other, but you don't see yourself in a role of a romantic partner here. Okay. So for money, with money you're being very careful and cautious, not signing anything that might be offered to you. Not spending much, not giving stuff to people, not talking to people maybe so they don't ask you for money. If it's about work or rather business, you don't feel like you want to invest into something. If it's money in general, there might be somebody around you who might want to persuade you to participate in some sort of a financial thing that you say that you rather not. If you want to get money out of it, you need to do some legwork and research and meet people and understand if it's something for you or not. If somebody is being too persuasive about it, you might be in a situation where you have to actively tell them to back off a little bit. Okay, and so I'm seeing it here that you're being very careful, and either there is something that requires quite a lot of legwork that you don't really feel maybe like you want to do all this legwork for whatever outcome, or you're saying straight away no. That's what I'm getting from these cards. Scorpio, I have to say I'm really humbled but by what I saw here. It is a very transformative journey. I wish you all the luck while you are on this journey, and Madame will see you again.